Hello, good morning. It's Grace A. John-Ugwuanya coming to you live for a broadcast, and I just intend to share with you a chapter from my upcoming book, Unclog the Clog. And what I'll be discussing with you for the next few minutes is low self-esteem can take you low. Low self-esteem can take you low. Some of us have gone through or experienced low self-esteem at some point in our lives, and it has a way of stealing our confidence. It has a way of making us have a low opinion about ourselves. And until we decide to face it headlong, until we decide that we can't allow low self-esteem to stop us from achieving our dreams, that's when we can make headway. For me as a person, I think I had to reach a point where I said, I can't take it anymore. Enough is enough. Low self-esteem cannot keep depriving me of the things I deserve in life. And these feelings of disgust are life-changing moments for those of us who may have gone through low self-esteem at some point. And low self-esteem could make an individual who has potentials to begin to live below the potential the person actually has. And until we can address the issue as an individual, that no, low self-esteem is not going to stop me from achieving the dreams I have in mind, that's when we can make good progress. When we channel our emotions rightly, disgust can change a person's life from being below to being a person of greatness. For me as a person, low self-esteem stole my confidence, stole my dreams, stole me for me, if I would describe it like that. And until I had to sit by myself and address the issue, until I decided to address my life and say, this will not stop me. I won't allow pain. I won't allow situations to hold me down. That was when I began to make progress continuously. So I cannot tell you have a very high self-esteem. It's a personal thing. It's something that you do for yourself. I cannot do it for you. You cannot do it for me. It's a personal work. But then until we all decide that whatever has been holding me back, I have to let it go. That's where we can make progress. How do you process pain? How do you cope when you suffer loss? For some of us, we withdraw and recall back like a snail that is touched, that recalls back into the shell. But then we know we have potentials. We know we have abilities. We know that there are so many potentials in us that are seeking expression. But maybe delays or circumstances that life has thrown our path may have stolen our confidence gradually. And we may not know that our confidence has been stolen. So over time, we discover that those things we could do before, we cannot do them like we used to. Little things have begun to pose difficult because we allowed low self-esteem to steal who we really are. And having that feeling that I am not the best, I don't deserve the best, ate me so deep within, and I began to cringe like a fowl that was soaked in the evening rain. But then when I had to look at myself headlong and began to address those things that I had allowed to be a limitation around my life, that was when I began to make substantial progress. Definitely, I tell people that inferiority complex differs for different persons, but then it has to be addressed for persons, every one of us, to make good progress in our lives. It is not how often I fall. It is not how often you fall. It is our decision to get back up that makes the difference. And for me as a person, when I interact with people who, especially young persons who struggle with low self-esteem, I tell them it has a way of making you waste years. The things you were supposed to do at so and so time in your life, because you have been hit or troubled by life, you keep deferring. I'll do it after you're 21. I'll do it after you're 25. Yeah, I'll do it after I'm 30. I'll do it after I'm 33. I'll do it after. And we find the years rolling by, our confidence is going. Our desire to pursue life is depleting, because as we age in life, different circumstances comes our way, things that will either boost our confidence or steal our confidence. But then when we are faced with difficult circumstances, how often do we tend to dwell on them? Do we talk about them? Do we get afraid and cringe instead of moving ahead in life? But then I would say that we should stop waiting to get the right environment before we pursue our dreams. For me as a person, until I began to look at myself and address low self-esteem, that was when I could come out. I could do the things I love to do. I wasn't doing it to impress anybody. I wasn't doing it for anybody to applaud me or give me a high five. I did it because it gave me personal satisfaction. And for you out there, there may be something you've been longing to do for a while. It's been in your mind, but then you keep deferring it because of other issues around your life. Your confidence is low, your self-esteem is low, you feel like, what will people say when I do such kind of thing? But then it is you that is your best motivator. It is you that can push yourself beyond where you are. And I just want to encourage you as I go, it's just a short broadcast, that make up your mind to act on your dreams. Make up your mind to ensure that low self-esteem does not steal time away from you. I don't want to reach 40 years and discover that I would have achieved some things when I was 30 or when I was 35 because I allowed self-esteem to overwhelm and overcloud my mind while growing up. So for every one of us, for each stage of our lives, the things in your heart that gives you satisfaction, go all out and start it. Don't apologize for being strong. Don't apologize for having a high standard. Don't apologize to anyone for pursuing your dreams. It's your life. I cannot live your life for you, and you cannot live your life. I cannot live my life for you, and you cannot live my life for me. We all have different lives to live, and we are unique in our own ways. Nobody should stop you, or your experiences of the past should not limit you from fulfilling your dreams. For all who could join me online, Okafor Lisa, Daniel Nonso, Martins, Henry Mejuo, Mary Obabori, and for those who have not mentioned, thank you for coming online to watch this broadcast. And I will still say that low self-esteem has the potential to take you low. And the only way you can be your best and fulfill the potentials that God has placed in you is looking past who you are, looking past where you are, looking beyond the circumstances that life throws your path, and standing with your head high tall. I am saying this from a personal experience that life will throw to you circumstances that will shake you to the core, circumstances that will make you almost give in and tell yourself that it doesn't matter. I can't move more than this. But then if we can decide to move on, press on, and tell yourself that low self-esteem, inferiority complex will not stop me from achieving my dreams, that's where we'll make good progress. When I started my master's degree, I'd worked for a while, and I noticed that most of the persons who were my classmates were just fresh graduates who came for their masters, and their brain was working. Their brain was like on hyper mode, and mine was like on redundancy state. And it stole my confidence. It made me withdraw. It made me cringe. But I knew that I wasn't an academic dullard. I knew that, okay, I had had good success before. But then until I decided to focus and let go of low self-esteem and